Hello, welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. We got the Lady Rams in the building today. We're going to let them introduce themselves before we get into it. Starting over here with Divine.
Hi, you guys. My name's Divine. G on the left.
Giuliani Perez.
Hey, I'm Coach Sawyer.
You got the mic. You got the mic.
You have a mic.
I'm Mia Duncan.
Leah Alvarado.
Coach, welcome back. How you doing?
Good, Makala, good. Thanks for having us back.
All right, another year completed for you. What year is this for you?
20 years as a head coach, 3 years as an assistant, so 23 total.
23.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Yeah. A lot has changed over 23 years.
Right. And a lot. But your overall assessment of the season, you guys had another successful run. You got a tournament win, had to go on the road, but played really well. But just how do you just overall assess the season?
I think that from where we started and where we ended up, which is about what I always measure, I think we improved tremendously. We started the year 0-2, lost 2 games that were winnable. We ended up beating those teams the second time around. We improved throughout the season. We didn't win the league, which is always a goal, but we were right there. And, I couldn't be prouder of the program, especially the last 2 years. We've been a 40 seed in this new system that they have. We've gone on the road 2 years in a row and got a win as a 40 seed. I don't think there's another team in any sport in Massachusetts that's done that 2 years in a row. So it's a tribute to kids like this and the kids that couldn't join us today.
Right.
That they went on the road. And particularly this year, we had to go to Falmouth, and they rescheduled the game 3 times because of their situation with snowfall.
Oh, yeah.
And we tell the kids, control what we can control.
Yeah.
We did, and we were able to get a win.
And for you, you had a lot. It's like the leadership been changing for you, especially like the last 6 years. You get a group of seniors that you had for a while graduate, then you get another group, right? So the ever-changing leadership, how does that impact the way you kind of bring the ladies along?
Yeah, and that's the beauty of high school sports, right? Every year you have a group that graduates, and every year you have players that step into different roles, whatever that may be. And that's the beauty of high school sports, and that'll be the challenge that we have for the season coming at us, that who's going to step into those roles, who's going to step into those leadership roles, who's going to step into the ball handling roles, who's going to step into the defensive roles, who's going to score for us, because there's going to be all kinds of possibilities. We graduated 5 seniors who played a lot,
right.
And we're going to really miss them, but that also means that there's opportunities for kids like this and some kids that aren't here today, right. To step into different roles, increased roles over whatever next season brings.
Right, Divine, for you, year 3 for you, been playing since freshman year, but this was the year for you to be you were the most experienced player on the team, right? How did your leadership skill grow this season?
It was a lot for me, one, because this last group of seniors were the last group that I played with when I was a freshman, so it was probably like the hardest group to say goodbye to. But at the end of the day, like, I knew I had to step up. Like, I knew there were, like, I'm now an upperclassman. Like, there's kids who, like, when they started playing, I know exactly how they felt, because I was nervous when I tried out for the team. Like, I did not think I was going to make it, but I knew that going in, that this was my turn to be a leader. It's my turn to show the kids and give them kind of like a role model or a shoulder to put their head on if they ever needed it.
Right, and your role's been changing all these 3 years. This year, the offense was more focused around you this year for the first time. How was that adjusting to that? Because now you got defenses scheming to stop you, to rather be double team or just making sure their whole defense is predicated to stop you. How were you able to figure out a way to still be effective offensively, but also get your teammates involved?
I always know my teammates have my back. There were some games where there would be like 2 people on me the whole game. And it's like, if there's 2 people on me, then one of my teammates are open. And I'm glad that my teammates are able to see that and assess that. And if I'm not being double teamed, my teammates know, okay, get me the ball when they can, and I can do what I can with it. And we work on it a lot at practice with Coach Sawyer and Coach Barry. They help me just be ready, because there will be a time where there's 3 people on me eventually. I don't know. They just but I have to be able to step up, and my teammates are also able to see that, okay, if there's obviously 2 people on Divine, there's somebody on the court who we can get the ball to.
Right. Now, for the rest of you ladies, Just talk about your experiences in your role. How much comfortable did you all get as the season progressed? You know, Coach talked about starting the season 0-2, then getting on a nice roll. So how much comfortable and did you all get in the system and also just within your game to help the team go on the runs that you guys went on this season?
I think for me, like last year when I was a freshman, like I didn't really get many minutes, and then this year, like I started, so like I felt like in the beginning of the season I was a lot more nervous, and then like as we went along, like got more comfortable and we started winning more games, and we were like clicking more and really improving.
Right.
So like it really like as we went along, like we got a lot better, and I got more comfortable, like me personally, and as a team.
Oh, you want to go? I felt like I started playing varsity my sophomore year. I was beyond nervous, like literally like shaking. And having like Divine help there with me, like, because we're in the same grade, I felt like I could like talk to her about it. Delisha and Jada and like the previous seniors, I could text them about like anything I had questions about, especially what we were wearing on game day, because it gets a little confusing. And just the coaches like working with us, like we would do like separate groups in practice, so that way specific people could work on what they needed to work on, and just running through the plays constantly. And if we ever needed to do it again, it like wasn't an issue. Especially when Divine misses the layup.
It happens. Your turn.
For me, I mean, like Mia said, I didn't really get much minutes as a freshman, but this year I think I had a good group of seniors that helped me get comfortable on and off the court with the chemistry with the team. So I really think that helped build my confidence on the court.
Right. And you two are going from limited minutes as freshmen to starting in big minutes as sophomores. What was the shift? What was the shift in that? What did you see from yourselves as you got more minutes and you get more experience on the varsity level?
I definitely think like it built my confidence up, and it allowed me to like get more comfortable and like believe in myself more, because like I was very nervous and like I didn't know like what I was really capable of, but like getting more minutes, like it showed me like I can do it and stuff.
Same thing?
Basically, yeah.
Throw that over your shoulder. Coach, as they're improving, right? How much do you start expanding the game plan, start expanding responsibilities, and seeing that there was a point you guys were on a real roll during the season, right? When did you was there a game that you saw that these girls have fully understood the varsity game now and are very confident in what they're doing out there?
Yeah, I would say it's probably early January. The season comes so quickly. You get 2 weeks of preseason, and then you're right into games, and then into Christmas break, and we didn't play over Christmas break this year. So I'd say early January is like, I think we got something here that we can work with. We got a good group of seniors, and then we got a group of underclassmen that are going to support them as well. And so for the game plan, that's what we have to do. You all hear them talking about nervous. That hasn't changed. That's one thing that hasn't changed in 20 years. And we just try to get them to be comfortable. And we don't try to do too much in the beginning, but then we try to expand the game plan so that we can be ready for whatever the opponent's going to throw at us. I tell these guys all the time, it's about us. There's nothing that an opponent can't do that we won't have something for. It's about how are we going to execute against that. I'll help them recognize it.
Right.
I can't execute it for them. And as they got more and more comfortable, they executed better. They made better decisions, offensively, defensively, and we started putting some wins together.
The conference this year, too, was very competitive, too. Somerville had a really solid team. Medford had a really solid team. Everett, they always have a really good. How important was that because of the lack of respect the conference get? But they showed this year there was a lot of good teams in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we started the year losing to Revere and Medford, and so those are two games. Somerville was the class of the the class of the GBL this year. And they're, by every right, the preseason favorite next year. They got their 3 best players coming back. So it's going to be about what do we want to do. I always tell the kids we're going to be the best version of what?
Ourselves.
We're going to be the best version of ourselves. Now, that means you can work on your game between now and December, or you cannot. But it's going to be we need to be the best version of ourselves. And we know going in, we are not the favorite to win the league. And I'm hoping that motivates our underclassmen to want to be able to put in the work to give them the best chance they can to succeed each and every time.
Right. Can you ladies talk about just the playoff experience, getting the chance to play in the state tournament, because there's a lot of stakes, traveling however long that trip was, right? But still being able to travel that distance and being able to win on the road, that's not an easy thing to do, because just to travel alone, sometimes you come out the gate not really your best. You're still trying to recover from that ride. How were you able just to get in there and just play your game from tip off until the game was over?
Me personally, the whole Falmouth schedule was a lot. Like, we were supposed to play on like a Monday, then it was a Tuesday, then it was a Wednesday, then it was a Thursday, and then it was Friday. Like, it was every single day. But like, what we told ourselves was, we're not going to drive 2 hours to the middle of nowhere to lose. Like, we can't. Like, that's just not, like, whatever. And we had planned to leave at like 2 o'clock because it was like a 2-hour ride, and then we ended up leaving at like 12 o'clock. So now we're like 5 hours early for a 5 o'clock game. So it was a lot on its own thing. But again, we can control, and obviously we couldn't control what time the buses could get us. Right. What we could control was what we do with that time. Like, we could have complained about it. We could have cried, oh, it's so early. Oh, the game keeps getting moved. Oh, this. But no, we took that. We had extra time. We worked on what we had. We worked on our game, and we took it to the court. We knew walking in from the jump, we were like, okay, like, we have to go home with the win. We cannot come all the way over here, like, for nothing. We have to, like, at least try our best. As soon as the tip off, as soon as the game started, we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, by third quarter, we were down like 10 points, 15 points third quarter. But again, they don't give out wins at the half or at the third quarter mark. Right. You keep fighting. And we saw that. And again, if they give you a gap, you take it. There's some teams, like, they'll give you that gap, and it's like, okay, I don't think I can take it. But you can't think like that. You have to see the gap and like, okay, like, I want this win. I want it more than they want it. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, like, you have to want it more than the other team wants it, because if you don't, they will take it from you. So we just had that mentality, and we took it to the court. Third quarter, even though we were down, we still kept pushing. We were like, okay, we have to win. And we did what we could, and it all worked out in the end.
What went right in that second half? Let's talk about not what went wrong, but what went right in that second half?
We made some shots. That always helps, right? At the end of the day, basketball is a shot-making game, right, and you got to make some shots to win a game. So we made some shots. We got some defensive stops. She had a big steal at the end of the game to seal it. She had 2 free throws that we ran a play to put her at the line, because I had all the confidence in the world that she was going to knock them down, and she did. And that got us the separation that we needed to win. We had great bench support. We had offensive support from Aaliyah. So we hung around long enough just to hit our stride, which was the same way the year before. Mm-hmm. We hung around in Hudson. We hung around just long enough to hit our stride in the second half, and we put one spurt on, and the kids got the win.
Was this the first playoff game for you?
Yeah, like the first one I actually got to get in.
Right.
And I think like Devine said, like, we brought the energy, and like we had the attitude that we could win, and we knew we could do it. So we brought our energy, and we did what we could, and we got the win.
For you, going to that free throw line in those moments, what were you thinking? Because there's a lot of pressure right there at that moment, right?
I was definitely very nervous, but like, to know that like my coach believed in me, and he knew that like I could do it, and he put the trust in me, like, it kind of like helped me, like, I can do it, and feel a little less nervous.
Right. Yeah, they may not think I'm paying attention at practice, but I watch, and she can knock down free throws. And I also know she's a competitor, and that moment's not going to be too big for her. There are other kids I've coached over the years that it's like, ooh, if I put that kid in that position, that may not be setting her up for success.
Yeah.
I didn't worry about that with Mia because I knew that she had the capability, the skill-wise, but I also should know she had the mentality.
Right. And you talk about your seniors couldn't be here today because they got a scholarship.
They're accepting scholarships, yeah.
Tonight. But what can you say about them and everything they've done for the program and just you seeing them grow from freshmen to now as they get ready for college?
This is a really great group of seniors. We got our two captains, Jada Tejada and Delisha Perez Vasquez, two of the best captains I've had in my career. Really good leaders. Would do anything for the team. Self-serving. Would do anything for the team. Jayliana Wesley and Yari Ruiz, a guard and a forward, played their roles to perfection. Gave us exactly what we need, whether it be rebounding or defense in Yari's case, or defense or a little bit of scoring in Jayliana's case. Really helped. And then Evelyn Diaz, right, who only came to Classical last year as a junior, and really worked on her game. And she probably was our X factor this year. She was somebody that had to sit out at the beginning of the year because of some medical issues. And when we got her on the floor, I think she was our X factor and really put us over the hump. And I had those two coaches at the beginning of the year that we lost to, we weren't ready for her with the addition of her. When I put them with all these other kids, and we were able to insert Evelyn Diaz into the mix, that really helped us.
Yeah, definitely. Ladies, what's the lasting memory for this team that you're going to have with this team, especially with the seniors that are going off to college?
Go ahead.
Probably running onto the court after we won the playoff game. That was one of the best feelings I felt in my life was running onto the court, Divine jumping, after she stole the ball, picking me up off the ground, and then the bus rides, going there, singing Disney songs, and the bus rides home when Coach Sawyer tells us to be quiet. You going? Don't pass it around.
For me, this was by far probably my favorite season. Again, this was the last group of seniors that I got to play with, so it was very, very tough for me. But my favorite would probably be the bus rides, the locker, everything about it, honestly. Most especially, my favorite core memory is when we escaped practice. We were running, and we did come back and then ran again, but we escaped practice. Yes, it was one of the fun moments when we would have our pizza parties, our banquets, all this, and it was a great experience. I would do it 10 times over. It was a wonderful experience.
I think my favorite memory is when we went to Falmouth, couples hours early, and then we were just he brought board games, and we just all were just shooting the ball. So we made the best of it. Ordering McDonald's board game. Everybody's ordering McDonald's. Yeah, and I'm sitting there y'all ordering this. I want some salad, bro.
McCullough, that is one thing that's changed in 20 years. We went to Falmouth, and I said I brought board games because I said we are not sitting on our phone for 4 hours before this game. Right. To their credit, they didn't. They got up and did something. But the other thing that's changed in 20 years is now they have DoorDash, and every one of them DoorDash to the Falmouth wasn't even in school. They DoorDashed a meal to Falmouth High School before the game. That didn't happen 20 years. My poor peanut butter and jelly sandwich didn't get eaten.
And we got all the way home.
Yeah, and they talked me into Mia. What's your memory of this year?
My favorite memory was probably the bus rides, and like Aaliyah said, when we were just playing knockout before the game, and just building bonds with each other and just being with each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you're young, you could eat McDonald's before a game. And you get a little older, that's not a good idea.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Before we get out of here, plug in your social medias, let the folks know where they can find y'all. If you know
Instagram 555.d1v. Go follow me, guys.
On Instagram, Gianna_laughed.
No, I don't have that.
Go ahead.
On Instagram, Mia Duncan 27.
On Instagram, Aaliyah Alvarado 27.
And then the That's their page. Social
Yes.
medias.
Yeah, go follow.
Twitter, X,
Yeah, the
Twitter,
TikTok.
and Instagram. Oh, they got a TikTok too.
L.C.H.S. basketball on TikTok.
They're active on social media. Coach, once again, thank you for coming by. I appreciate this. And shout out to the seniors that are getting those scholarships tonight.
Thank you for having us, Michaela.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Athletes Corner, we're out of here.